Hi guys, and welcome to laebonyarts. So today I wanted to just talk about how to recognize if you are a truly like a divine feminine, divine masculine, a true queen, a true king, a true emperor, a true empress, queens and empresses in particular. What kind of stirred me to talk about this kind of stuff? Oh, just thank you for all your likes, your shares, your comments, and your subscribes, by the way. I really do appreciate it. If you'd like to book a reading or anything else, everything is down below, okay? But yeah, I was actually watching one of my favorite readers. I haven't watched her for quite a while, and she actually was brought up a topic about masculine women, or women that like, basically independent women, okay, but women that possess masculine attributes. And she was saying that, like, I think she read an article, or somebody was saying that how women who are masculine, women who don't submit, they're not 75% of them or whatnot are not going to be married, because men want women who will submit. And people don't like masculine women because men want the women to let them lead, and yada yada yada. Now, I had a lot to say about that, but I thought, you know what, I'm just going to make a video because I've been wanting to talk about divine feminines and divine masculines for quite a while, but this video is not going to be specifically just on that. It will touch on that, okay? But first of all, I just wanted to start off by saying, a man, in my opinion, and again, like, my opinion is based on facts, so I'm going to hit you with some facts and my opinion mixed together. So, you don't, like, disclaimer, this is not to disrespect anyone or anything like that. So if you don't agree with what I'm about to say, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but I just want to let you know that the truth does not care about your feelings, which means I don't. Okay, but yeah, personally, I feel that a man who wants a woman to be submissive is a weak man. Okay, that's weak. That's not a divine masculine. That's certainly not a king, and it's certainly not an emperor. Okay, women who have masculine attributes, and this is all very astrological and also all to do with the cosmos and shit. Let's take out society for 1 second, and let's talk about this in a spiritual sense, right? The earth signs and the water signs are the feminine energies, and the fire and the air is the masculine energies, okay? So this is why, let's just talk about Libras, for example. You might find a lot of Libras that are very independent, or you might find a lot of fire signs that are women that are very independent because they possess a masculine energy, okay? Because that's a masculine sign within the tarot. Libras in particular, they rule the Empress, okay? They also rule the Queen of Swords, and they also rule the Justice. So they rule both feminine and masculine energies. It's a masculine sign to be a Libra, but they come from Venus, so they're very feminine as well. That's why you might find a lot of Libras, like, on the outside they look very kind of beautiful, very Venusian. Some of them might be petite or just very womanly, but they know how to handle their shit. Some of them are entrepreneurs, they got their own business, or they're just very self-sufficient and very independent, and they don't really rely on a masculine, because they are, and the masculine energy. And that's why I feel like a lot of people, they go through, especially women who possess the kind of masculine attributes, they go through like relationships after relationships because they always attract people that want them to submit, because on the outside they look like they fit that box of like the mother and the woman who's at home and she has all the babies and she cooks and she cleans, because they're natural nurturers, okay? But in actuality, like, it's a challenge for a man who's not used to dealing with submissive women. But then the thing about it is, I've noticed that men who are with submissive women, they get bored, because a lot of men who are in marriages or committed relationships be cheating. And this can go vice versa as well, but I'm just speaking about men and women in this particular point, because it because it's addressing a certain issue about masculine women, right? But yeah, they get bored because no one wants to be with a yes man. Do you know what I mean? Someone who doesn't challenge you, someone who always just is very emotional and they just do everything that you say. They just, people say that they want someone submissive, and then men will be like, oh, you know what, fuck it, I can't even have a conversation with you. I can't even do this. And then they go and search for a woman that's got a mind, a woman that's creative, like she's got different attributes, there's different layers to her. But then it becomes a challenge because then it starts to threaten their ego, because then they feel emasculated. You don't feel emasculated, you're just a weak bitch, okay? Because, they say that women are supposed to be submissive, but historically speaking, okay, and this is facts, historically speaking, women were fucking in charge and men submitted to us, okay? So this is why, especially black women in particular, why we possess a lot of strength, a lot of power, and why it is hard for us to probably be in commitments or, actually get to marriage with certain people, because we're not willing to submit because we have regal energy. We're not supposed to submit. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? We are from the nine, like we got 9 ether within our hair, okay? Melanin within our skin. Melanin is actually worth more than gold. So I've got gold, I've only got, well, apart from my earrings, real gold jewelry I'm wearing right now, right? And imagine my own skin is worth more than what I'm wearing myself. Do you understand the power within you? Our hair in our natural state is a fucking shaped like the sun. The texture of our hair is what fucking surfaces the sun. Our hair defies gravity. It's literally the antennas to the universe. Our skin is made up of matter. That's what the galaxy is made up of. Matter. What color is the fucking galaxy? Black as fuck. What color is Mother Earth? And have you picked up soil and looked at how dark that is? Okay? We are God in creation, like in physical form, in a physical manifestation. The darker you are, the closer to God's image you are, right? That's just facts. I'm not having no one chat no shit in the comment section. It's facts, okay? This is why we were fucking enslaved in the first place. And a lot of black people in particular have picked up their slave owners mentality. This is why, black men in general, they don't respect their women. Oh, because you're not like this. No, bitch. We are, and I'm speaking, it doesn't even matter what color you are, because this is a collective message, okay? But I'm just saying, for the melanated people in particular, right? Because this article was talking about how black women, they're more unlikely to get married and this, that, and the other because they don't submit. We're living in a toxic, masculine society. Okay, everything is the opposite. They tell you that Jesus is a white man that we're supposed to pray to. Incorrect. Okay, you see that triangle? It's the divine, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, okay? The Holy Spirit is your higher self. The Son is child of the Son, people of the Son, melanated people. And the Father is the divine Mother Earth, the higher power. Do you understand me? So everything that they told us is a complete opposite of what it fucking is. So, like how everything, we live in a masculine world, and, men are this and women are down here and we're just supposed to be at home and birth kids and da-da-da. It's incorrect. That all came about through jealousy. This is why we were fucking enslaved and this, that, and they fucked up our mindset psychologically. They fucked it up. To the point where, like, there's young black boys going around and they're fucking serial killers. They're murderers. They're going around fucking stabbing each other and shit. Over fucking paper, fucking money. Over something that comes from the trees. Can you believe that? Can you believe stabbing someone or killing someone over fucking something that's been printed with a European's face on it? The same people that fucking enslaved you. And they're sitting there laughing at you guys. Nah, man, I'm sorry, but... it's so fucking sad. It's so sad that people don't understand that their power, and it's so sad that because you're independent, you're self-sufficient, you don't bow down to certain things, that you're put in a category where it's like, well, you're not feasible as a wife or you're not feasible as a husband. Fucking correct. A real emperor is impressed by a woman that is multifaceted, talented, okay? Because emperors and empresses, they build their empires, okay, without each other. And when they come together, that's what that power couple shit is. You cannot build an empire with someone who's fucking submissive. And it doesn't mean to say that when you're in a relationship, you're not going to submit to the one that you love. Of course, when you love someone, you're going to do whatever. But what I'm trying to say is someone who's just at home to just serve you. Like, this is the society that we're in, that women are supposed to serve men. Fucking-correct. We are the fucking, like, without us, fucking kids and shit wouldn't be here. And this is what people don't understand. You're supposed to honor the vessel of fucking, the vessel that carries life. You know, certain people will create fucking hell for you, but they expect you to be an angel. They expect you to be an angel, and they create complete chaos. Men will put their hands on women, distress them, but then they want you to have their child. That doesn't make any sense. You want your child to be birthed into a stressful environment? Disrespect, man, disrespect. Okay? The reason why a lot of regal queens, particularly melanated queens, don't bow down is because a true empress and a true fucking queen doesn't bow. People bow to us. Do you understand me? Okay? Even in fucking movies, like medieval movies and stuff, right? Men be fighting and killing each other with swords so that they can be a king to the queen. You know, it's like someone's gonna die today. You know, and the last man standing, you're worthy of my fucking princess, and then you two can get married and take the throne. Do you understand me? You know, an emperor is a warrior. He's not a coward, okay? Cowards are the ones that run away when conversations get difficult, okay? They run away and they're weak-minded and they go and cheat and they go and lie and they go and steal. That's coward behavior when they can't control you. They go to their own kind, the peasants. Do you know they're rats? This is what rats do. Rats are always running around in other people's gardens, like mixing in filth. Empresses and emperors, they don't do that. And they recognize each other. You know, I met an emperor last year. I mean, you know, I thought he was an emperor, but, you know, he's still got a bit of growing to do. But I remember him saying to me one time, or was he saying it to people? I can't remember because we had a lot of conversations, but he's like a public speaker. He talks to people, right? I remember him saying that he finds it really sexy when a woman is like about her shit. He was like, even if a woman's like out earning him or something, he was like, that would just motivate him to want to do more. Because, you know, because he recognizes empresses. And he's one of those people where like he would practice what he preached in the sense that he would see girls like shaking their asses and doing all kinds of crazy shit to get attention. And if he had anyone on his Instagram that he saw, he would unfollow. He would unfollow because empresses only. And this is what I'm saying. That's the mentality of an emperor. They practice what they preach. They're not out here talking like, you know, you're on the phone to your boys like, yeah, man could have chopped that, man could have fucked that, man could have chopped that pussy, blah, blah, blah. It's disgusting how some men speak about women. It's absolutely disgusting. Like, I've been in the presence of a person that will sit there and they'll refer to women as pussy, as tings, referring to having sex with someone as chopping. Do you know how fucking crazy that sounds, chopping? Like you're slicing up like fucking bread and shit. It's disgusting. The toxic masculinity today, I think I've even gone off topic. I can't remember what the fuck I was talking about. But it's fucking disgusting. It's disgusting. Okay? Half of the shit that women go through, men couldn't even bear it. Man can't even bear if you're fucking looking in the same direction as the next man. Okay? They couldn't bear childbirth. They couldn't bear the pains of fucking periods and all that shit. They can't handle emotions because they're scared of emotions. But then they think emotional people are weak. You're fucking weak, bitch. And this isn't like a jab at men, by the way, because I be getting on to women too. Because this is why I don't even like it when people call me a feminist, because there's some shit that feminists, like, I believe that a lot of feminists, they want to be equal to men. And it's like, we're not equal to men, we're unique, we're different, but we are certainly not equal. And if we're going to talk about hierarchy, like I said, facts, women are up here, okay? Then the fucking jealous people came in, done what they had to do, and reversed the roles. This is why so much people are going through so much turmoil, so much distress. Because it's toxic masculinity that's running the world right now. It's not Mother Earth feminine energy, okay? But you know, a real queen and a real empress has masculine energy, but she can be feminine at the same time. Because masculine energy, all that basically means, because, you know, when you speak about masculine and feminine, people think it's so literal, like man and woman. That's not what the fuck it means, okay? Masculine energy, that's that kind of boss, that emperor, like that independent shit. Like someone, you know, you can pay all your bills. You know, you might even be quite handy around the house. You can fix things. Like the things that like a man, like you're the provider, basically. That's what masculine energy is. It's kind of like the provider. And the feminine energy is the nurturer. And this is why there's so much relationships that don't work, because people don't know how to balance their energies. People who are too in their masculine state, they're just about power and control and money and da-da-da-da, and, you know, you listen to me, you submit, meh, 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 meh. And then the women that are too in their feminine state, they're all emotional and they just let men walk all the fuck all over them. You need to have a balance, guys. And this is how you know if you are a true divine feminine, if you're a true divine masculine, if you're a queen or a king or whatnot. You know, you're not sitting down like a damsel in distress waiting for a motherfucker. You're out here getting your shit done. Done. Okay? And whoever's supposed to be with you is not going to be intimidated by you. They're going to be in absolute awe of you. They're going to be captivated by all your things. Because, you know, who wants someone who's a damsel in distress? You know, imagine your emperor. There's something that's gone down in the empire, right? He needs someone of intelligence, of skill, that he can call and say, babes, you know what? This is happening. What the fuck do I do? Okay, well, do you know what? I'm about to sort this out right now. Okay. Boom. You know, someone who's a damsel in distress, okay? Oh my God, babe, I don't know what to do. Oh, what's going to happen? What are we going to do? We got no money. Nah, mate. Do you know what I mean? Someone who's regal, they got their mind screwed together because they've built their own business. So together, your minds combined and you come up with a plan. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And the same thing, like if the Empress's things fucked up, she goes to the man, like, what's going on, babes? Like, what do we do? But you know, it's that yin and that yang. Like, you have to have both yin and yang within you. And you know the infinity symbol, the 8. You overflow. I got it on my fucking remote right here. Okay, the energy flows back within one another. So it's like you nurture, he nurtures. You provide, he provides. But it's kind of like one of those things where you're powerful without each other, but when you come together, you're a power couple. And you become unstoppable. And this is why a lot of people, they're in a lot of karmic situations and they're so confused thinking that they're with soulmates and they're with, like, it's not your twin flame. It's a karmic that has come to interrupt your journey and your process to get into your fucking twin flame or your soulmate. Because when you come together, you're going to take over the world. And you'll know when you're with a karmic or with a soulmate because everyone will just be jealous for no reason. Like, I met my soulmate. I met my I met a karmic too. Jesus Christ, to get fucking away from him. I met my twin flame. And, you know, twin flames are rare, you know. Not everyone has a twin flame, just to let you know. A lot of people have soulmates, but not a lot of people have twin flames, okay? But yeah, I met my soulmate and I met my twin flame. I knew it. And I just knew that it was the one. And they always say that one person is awakened before the other. And you'll know because people will be jealous. And it's like, when we and him together, everyone fucking hated us. You know, his friends were jealous. The people at work were jealous. And I was like, what's wrong with everybody? But the problem with that situation was he would listen to outside opinions, not realizing that they were there to try and destroy our connection. Because it was so powerful. Because when you're with the person that you want to be with, you just create an aura. Do you know what I mean? And people just, and you find that you attract a lot of attention because that's how empresses and emperors are. They're very charismatic. You know, when you're dealing with someone who's a karmic, they're very jealous. Like, emperors are not really jealous. Like, they know, they want what's theirs, but they're secure in themselves. Because they're an emperor, so they understand the energy. But when you're with someone that's, like, lower than you, they don't want you anywhere. They want to put you in a box. They don't want anyone to see you. They're scared that people are going to talk to you because they know that they're not worthy of you. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So they're very insecure and they get very jealous and very possessive. because they know that what they have is so precious and so rare. They know that they're not actually supposed to have it. That's someone who's weak-minded, a weak-minded individual. So yes, going back to what I was saying before, people who want submissive people are weak-ass bitches. And they're weak-minded because they want someone with a weak mind. Because they're intimidated by someone's mind power and their strength. You know, if you want someone who is weak, what does that make you? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? What does that make you? Anyway, I don't even remember what I originally wanted to speak about. I just channeled a lot. The divine was just not happy. But like I said, you know, whoever agrees and whoever doesn't, I just don't really care. I'm just so tired of like toxic masculinity, and I'm so tired of people putting people into categories, and I'm so tired of people not getting recognized for who they truly are. And you know, if you're this and if you're that, it's so intimidating. Like, we don't want no cowards as emperors. Like, emperors come and fight for what they want. They're secure in themselves. They come and they get their queen, their empresses. They build their empire, and that's that. They focus on each other and nobody else. That is all. Everyone else is below. And you know what? You need to step into your power, people. I keep telling people this. Because if you don't, you're going to get tricked and fucking played out here on these streets. They be lying to you every day through the TV, through our food. Do you know what I mean? You guys don't even want me to start talking about 5G and the vaccines and COVID. You're not ready for that conversation. You're not ready. You're not ready for that conversation. That's why I don't talk about that kind of stuff here. You know, I would do that type of stuff on my personal Instagram. I haven't done that in a while though, because Instagram is another toxic energy place, but we're not going to get into that right now. But yeah, you guys are not ready. Like, some people they're just not ready to hear the truth. We're still in a like, there's still a lot of ignorance going on. A lot of people are awakening, but there's still a lot of ignorance, okay? And there's a lot of people that are stepping into their power, and there's these obstacles, and there's people that's coming in to try and stop you. And this is why I say you need to get your strength up. Stop worrying about your DF and your divine feminine, who's probably not even your fucking divine feminine, your divine masculine. Because if you've been waiting for 5 years, let me tell you, that person is not for you. Okay, if you've been waiting and twiddling your thumbs and you haven't stepped into your power, you haven't had any achievements since you broke up, because your divine feminine, your divine masculine is there to teach you, to push you into your potential power. So when you both unite, you both got shit going on, because you both can't afford to be damsel in distresses and be needy. You both need to be empowered. But when you come together and you have that time together, oof, different dimension, okay? You know, because, you know, like, empresses are extremely loving. Like, they are the embodiment of love. But they also know how to handle their shit. They have to. They have to. You know? So, you know, if somebody's intimidated by you because of your strength, because of your power, because of your beauty, because of your abilities, understand that you're regal. And that person is not. And now, I'm not saying that someone can't get nervous or they can't get butterflies, like when they're in the presence of like true royalty, because of course that's natural. You know, you want to know that you give someone butterflies, and you know, that kind of old school R&B kind of But I mean, like, in their behavior in terms of the relationship, you know, like, oh, I want you to need me. Like, the fuck? You know, an emperor who's secure in himself, he knows that his empress needs him. Like, you just have that bond, that love. You know, you can hear each other's thoughts. Like, you know, like, you already know that your babes has had a bad day, and you're already there, and you've prepared stuff for him and read her tear. But, you know, you feed into each other. There's a perfect balance. Do you understand me? Anyway, I think I've said enough, because I just went off on one. I'm just thinking, should I even post this? Divine's like, post it, okay. But yeah, like, I don't know, man. I feel like I need to make another video, because I was channeling there, and I just I had a lot more to say, but I don't feel like I touched on those topics. But yeah, I'm just tired of people disrespecting people, especially people of color. But this is just universal. It's in general. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of people. It's always the people that feel like they're entitled, that aren't shit. You know what I mean? And they're dealing with the shit. And, you know, a lot of feminines, a lot of empresses, a lot of queens, they're very loving. They don't step into their power. They literally submit and then they get it thrown back into their face. So this is why you need to act like a queen. You need to act like a boss, okay? And someone will recognize that and they would admire you for it, and they'll fucking love you to Timbuktu and back. That's when you know you're dealing with an emperor or someone you're supposed to be with. Not someone who's intimidated by you, not someone who's a coward, not someone who can't admit that they're wrong, not someone who's always challenging you in an argument to try and fucking throw off your intelligence, not someone who's always trying to one-up you. That's a weak-ass bitch. And I said it. And if you behave like that, especially if you're a man, you're a weak-ass bitch. Get it together, okay? The divine has spoken. And that is that. That's all I have to say about that. That's all I have to say. Weak-minded individuals, man. And these types of people, they want to beat you down. They want to beat you down for being great. They want to beat you down for being creative. They want to beat you down for being intelligent. Because they're jealous. That's what it is. It's disgusting. Like, why can't we come together collectively and unite and utilize our powers and our gifts to uplift each other? Why is there so much hate and so much vengeance? I can't stand it. This is why I don't fuck with people. I don't fuck with them and I don't give a fuck about them anymore. Because you know what? I said it before and I'll say it again and I'll always say this. I will rather be alone than in bad company. Period. Point blank. And that's how you know you're dealing with someone of royalty too. They don't mix with the riffraff. They don't have time for that shit. They've already, you know, we've already gone through that process. Wasn't for us. Tried to be a bit wild. Wasn't for us. Because we're just cut from a different cloth. And you know what? Sometimes it can get lonely on the journey, but it's just not worth it. It's not worth it, I'm telling you. Because when you look back at where people are in their lives and what's going on and all the stress and the baggage and the drama that they've got going on because they're weak-minded individuals, they didn't want to step into their power, they wanted to just use and abuse people. You don't want to be receiving what they're receiving. You're going to be happy that you're in your sanctuary, that you're in your place of peace, and that you're heavily protected by the divine. Okay? Because I'm telling you, if you have that damsel in distress mindset, you're going to fucking go doolally and go fucking crazy and be up in the mental home or fucking on crack or on pills or, I don't know, getting your kids taken away, God forbid. There's all types of shit going on, all types of shit. Because people are, you know, they're being fed information to make them forget who they truly are and to make them submit to society's standards of what they should and shouldn't be. When historically, you know what? I'm not even going to go there with you guys. I said what I had to say. Can you hear that? That's the divine. That's the calling. That's judgment. Okay. Anyway, guys, I'll be back in calmer energies for the general readings. Okay, so just look out for those. I just want to thank everyone again who comments, who likes, who shares, who subscribes, who books with me, and who reads through the information. Because this is another reason as to why we're in an ignorant society. Because people don't like to read and they don't like to listen. So thank you for those who follow the instructions and who make my life a lot more easier. I really do appreciate you. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Toodles!